Good evening. Welcome to the Michael Muse Show, the author of Rise and Burn. When it comes to your field, we kicking doors in around here. Boom! And we are delighted today. We have the talented, the graceful, intelligent, entrepreneurial, violinist extraordinaire, Z, the SEO queen. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are looking to learn about digital marketing tonight, if you're looking to add it to your business, if you're looking to expand your business, if you're looking to have the basic knowledge and information, guess what? You are in the right place tonight. I guarantee you that. And you know what? I want to let everyone know who this guest is. This guest here is special. She started playing the violin at a young age. She's very accomplished violinist. She's also very accomplished in everything she's done. She touched turns to absolutely gold. And believe me, if I was you guys out there who's watching right now, you need to get your notebooks right now and take some copious notes, because Z, the SEO queen, she got some queen nuggets to share with you tonight. So if you don't know her, you will know her. I want to introduce to some and definitely introduce to many more. Z, the SEO queen!
Well, thank you so much, Michael, for that beautiful and heartfelt and warm introduction. Again, my name is Z, the SEO queen. I'm also known as Lady Z, the violinist. My government name is Zealand Rentis Scott. You can link up with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/in/Zealand Rentis. I'm the only one on LinkedIn with that name, so I'm not hard to find.
Uh-oh. Watch out now. People doing identity theft now. You might find some little Zealand Rentis running around.
No, I don't think there's any who have tried to steal my identity. It's a difficult name.
The thing is, they may have a hard time spelling it because it's a long name.
Yes, it's 14 letters.
It reminds me of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Long name. But you know what, Z Laurentis? When it comes to business now, when it comes to the climate, what's going on with the internet, with social media, and with what's going on in this country with jobs and the pay, and people are looking to have an edge in life. They are looking for better opportunities. They are looking for multiple streams of income. And so when it comes to digital marketing, for the most part, it's a new industry, but then again, there's so many different facets to it. And if you can you give our audience just a description and just an idea of what digital marketing as a whole, so that way they can have a full idea of what it is?
Well, digital marketing is a mindset. It is a business process. Digital marketing is Google, it's Yahoo, it's Bing, it's social media, it's your digital marketing is your cell phone, it's your apps, it's even your refrigerator, your TV. You know, digital marketing is it affects even the air we breathe. So, you know, when you think about the Internet of Things, this is a phrase that's growing in popularity, but eventually we're going to have so many devices that are going to require programming, different applications and different things. And SEO, as it's been called, I like to say digital marketing, because I look at optimizing the ability for people to find information on all digital devices, whether it's your laptop, whether it's your smartwatch, whether it's your Fitbit, or whatever you're using. You know, the Internet of Things, that's the mindset that a small business owner has to have. Now, when you think about, when you go back to NAFTA, when Bill Clinton was the president, and you look at how the whole economy has shifted in the United States from a manufacturing economy to a more knowledge-based economy. And you look at how our society is so global, you cannot just think you're going to compete against people who live in your town. You have to think about your profession globally. You have to think globally. And the internet and internet marketing is the tip of the spear when you look at your value proposition as an entrepreneur, taking it to the masses. Does that make sense?
That definitely makes sense. And so how long have you been online?
Since 1996. When I graduated from Long Beach Poly, I started in the fall at MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. And when I was an undergrad, I put together my first website that fall.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Wow. So you've truly been in this game for 20 years. That
Yes.
is amazing.
Wow.
That is amazing. Now you
I
don't look
count the years, but yes.
You know what, you don't look too much past 20 years old. So definitely, you definitely said a lot right there. But wow, to have 20 years in the game and putting websites together. And so, like you said, you were at MIT. You went from getting in the ground roots and the foundation of the internet in '96, and like you said, you went to MIT. And so, kind of bridge that gap for us. From what did you learn from high school to college? What did you learn from there? And so, how did you come to want to be in business doing it? What did you learn in college what sparked you to take it to the next level?
Well, I think the entrepreneurial bug, I have to say that my parents put that in me. When I was 12 years old, we took a trip to New Orleans. My father and my uncles wrote a software called Biblicist Intelligent Bible Systems, and it was a very unique software on the market at that time. It actually took the Bible and it allowed you to look at 4 different places in the Bible on one screen. Just like right now, you can see, the 4 different squares on this screen. It had 4 different squares where you can reference 4 different places, and you could search for those scriptures. And it also had a word processor built into it and a commentary as well. And we went to the National Baptist Convention, and we were selling those software packages. And one thing I did as a tween was to sell these bags. They're Gillette booths at the National Baptist Convention, and somehow I made friends with the woman ahead of that booth, and I stood there, and as people were getting their goodies and their freebies, I sold the bibs bags for like 10 cents each. I had a hustle at the conference.
Oh man, that's what you call taking action right there.
Yeah, so I don't know what gave me the idea or the inspiration, but I guess seeing my parents and seeing my uncles do what they did, it really put that bug in me. And then, after I built Systems Technologies International book of business from nothing to $500,000, and that's not even that's just in reoccurring revenue, the total of the reoccurring revenue.
Yes.
Here, when I built their business up to $500,000 a year, when I built it up to that point, I realized that I had the skills and the expertise to build a business on my own. When I went and asked for a raise on 3 occasions, I then left the company. And then eventually, several months later, I started my own company, and then which I closed the doors on that company in about January of 2015.
Okay. So my question for you is this. I know for me, when I first got online and want to learn about making money online, the one thing I was quickly told was that you had to be blogging, you had to be writing, you had to be putting content out there. And so my question for you is that the same direction a person should go in now, or has things changed? And if it has changed, what would you say be the first step?
Well, I think it's important to understand that you can spend an infinite amount of time promoting your business and your value proposition. So it's really important to know your strengths and play to those. Now, if you're a person that's always on Facebook and Twitter, you as a business owner should focus on Facebook and Twitter. If that's where you naturally have an affinity to, that's where you should reside. Now, when it comes to creating content, digital collateral, digital assets, as it's called, whether it's an ebook, blog post, infographics, musical tracks. I mean, even if you're not a musician, you can use MP3s as a collateral and to promote on sites like SoundCloud, YouTube, other places. I think you really need to give yourself, narrow down the top 3 that you want to focus on.
Absolutely.
Start.
Absolutely. So when it comes, like you say, you start off with websites. And so, of course, what made you decide why are you so passionate about digital marketing? And what made you make that switch there?
Digital marketing for me is important because entrepreneurs who don't have access to the capital like Fortune 500 firms do, and even the Fortune 1000 do. Digital marketing is a low cost, high return method to generate revenue streams.
Okay.
And I think it gives, the average entrepreneur who's just starting out, who doesn't have a lot of resources, it gives them an ability to be in the game. Because, if you take your economics courses, if you think about, the capitalism, it's who has control of capital. Now, since we're in a knowledge-based economy, when you take what's in your mind and you can monetize that at very low cost through Facebook, through Twitter, through Instagram, through Blab, through SoundCloud. I mean, the sky's the limit. Through LinkedIn. LinkedIn has a blogging platform integrated into it now. Facebook is releasing one as well. I think it has either just been released or site-wide, or it's in the process of being released. When you write and link to your .com from, your LinkedIn post, from your Facebook post, all this does is boost the viability and the visibility of what your value proposition is. You can't lose.
Well, just for our guests out there, explain what value proposition is and why it's important in the marketplace.
Well, your value proposition is identifying in very clear and simple terms what people are buying. Are you selling lipstick? Are you selling skincare? Are you selling coaching services? Are you selling marketing services? What is your value proposition? Having that in very clear terms where you can easily communicate that to your prospects is important, very important.
Absolutely. And so for the person who is just starting out, and definitely one thing is real clear, I learned a few years ago, especially the way the whole industry, and we're truly moved away from the industrial age and we're moved to the information age. And as Robert Kiyosaki says, knowledge is the new currency now. And so true, yes. And so definitely when you have a skill set and when you have knowledge, like you said, it's all about being able to monetize it with the digital marketing. And so for the person, my question for you, so my question is this for you. If a person is starting out, what should a person focus on more? Should they focus more on email marketing or should they focus more on text message marketing?
I would say whatever they can do the cheapest in the biggest quantity. I think, text messages have a higher open rate, and emails may be cheaper to send out. I mean, it depends on what platform you're using. It really depends on your approach, depends on the platform you're using. But I think, you can't lose with either one. I personally have used a lot of email marketing over time. I'm getting into mobile app optimization, However, what I've been doing for many, many years is search engine optimization for Yahoo, Google, and Bing.
Okay, so my question is this then. So if a person wants to build an email list, what should they be doing?
Well, if you, the best way to build an email list is to make sure you only use services like Aweber and MailChimp for those people who have already subscribed to your list. Now, you don't want to prospect for emails to be on your list using those services because they are a whitelist only. You can easily get kicked out of their system if you're prospecting using those services. So it's better to use like a Hypermail or another service or even your Gmail account to prospect for emails on your email list. But if you're out doing events and you're collecting email addresses, I say use MailChimp, use the Aweber, use all of that to do your email marketing. I would also say be consistent. If you're going to send out an email, be consistent. Commit to being consistent so people know when you're going to send out the email. And I would also recommend, just like you wouldn't go out and do an Ironman marathon after not working out for many, many years. It's the same thing with email marketing. You don't want to start out committing to every day. You want to space it out, maybe once a month, and then increase to twice a month, and just build it up until you can work out the kinks and get into a rhythm, because consistency and quality are very important when it comes to digital marketing. Very important.
So my question for you is this. So I'm talking to a person who's brand new. Like, yeah, okay, like, yeah, I get that part. I definitely understand it's crucial that I need to build an email list. Where should I be getting my content from? Where do I research that from?
Content for your email?
Yes. Because you're right.
Go ahead, finish your question. I'm sorry.
Yes, because I'll definitely, how do I do a headline, and what do I do to, to grow it, and what I do to get their attention? I didn't do good. I'm just talking like them. I didn't do good in school. I'm not really a great writer. I don't know how to get people attention, but I don't mind working hard on my product and service. But when it comes to that aspect of it, what can a person do to get over the hump?
Well, I think when you're crafting an email marketing campaign, I could say, use this keyword, use these words in a certain way, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to simplify it. You want to be authentic. You want to tell a story where you connect with the people who you're emailing. Use your Facebook page. Say you tag certain amount of people, see how they react to the content, then take that content, that story, and use it in your email campaign. So I think it's really important for you to always remember that there are people on the other end reading your email. They're people just like you. They're flesh and blood breathing human beings just like you. So when you're doing your digital marketing, you have to have the mindset of how can I be authentic, tell my story, communicate my value proposition, and get people to need, want, be interested in what I am offering.
Exactly. And real quick, share with the viewers what you're offering as far as, I know you said you have some special gifts or something you want to offer the viewers out.
Yes, I do. See, my value proposition, I talked about it in very simple terms. It's music on one side, marketing on the other. Now, when it comes to the marketing part, I am giving away 20-minute consultations free to all of those who tweet me at hashtag ZHETSQ. So if you tweet me at ZHETSQ with a question, comment, whatever the case, I will be glad to contact with you and coordinate a 20-minute consultation so I can understand what your value proposition and also give you some feedback on any aspect of your digital marketing.
So what you're saying, the SEO queen, even when it comes to digital marketing, you're saying you're positioned and poised to even help them to get the basic business structure together, having the blueprint per se, to even put a blueprint together to get into this digital marketing. You're able to assist the person
Yes.
do that, right?
You know, one thing that is very unique about me as a digital marketeer is that I am very empathetic to those entrepreneurs who are struggling concretizing their business models. Now, because I have dealt with hundreds of types of businesses and business models over the years, I'm well equipped to help a lot of business owners and budding entrepreneurs wrap their minds around how they want to bring their product to market and how they want to communicate their product offering. Absolutely.
Well, you know what? What I would love for you to do is kind of go through some of the clients you work with, the type of clients you've worked with in the industries they're in, and kind of share with the audience what you've done for them.
Well, I have worked with beverage companies. One beverage company I worked with over the years, I took their traffic from roughly 7,000 visitors a month to 20,000 in 3 months. And this is an e-commerce site in the food and beverage industry. And I have been able to get them rankings. I think they have over 200 they still have over 200 of the keyword rankings on Google page 1 that I helped them to get so many years ago. Yeah, that's one. Another campaign, visual marketing campaign I did was with Deborah Catching-Smith. Now, she ran for the vice president of the International Sorority Sigma Gamma Rho, and she won. And I helped market her to sorority members when she ran the first time. And I believe now she's running for president of the entire International Sorority at this time.
Oh man, that's absolutely great. And so when it comes to what you're doing, Z, why did you start the SEO Queen?
I started the SEO Queen this year, even though it has been in development since I had SquareBiz SEO Services, because I wanted to rebrand myself. I wanted to come up with a brand that was fun, and I wanted something that really was authoritative, and I wanted a brand that resonated with me on a deeper level, and that is the branding that I decided on. And I wrote a book that's going to be released this year. It's in the editing phases now, and it's a SEO manual, a SEO training manual. It's geared towards entrepreneurs who may not necessarily have the budget to hire a consultant, but are willing to put in time to optimize their site for the search engines and do their social media marketing and all that good stuff. I have a lot of great content in there, from keyword research to how to build backlinks and lists of social bookmarking sites. Just a lot of great information.
Absolutely. You mentioned one thing. You said one thing that really caught my attention. I hope our viewers caught that too. Is that you was doing things under another business, doing the exact same thing, and you realized that you needed to broaden your appeal and need to rebrand yourself. Now, is branding a part of what you do also, or that's something you?
Yes, I do branding. I do website building. I do search engine optimization. I have a client right now that is a children's book author, and I'm helping him with his branding and his social media marketing and his digital marketing. And I also have my own radio show on Saturdays called Black Thoughts and Theory, Philosophy, Religion, and Life on Saturday, which you can listen to at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And that show, I interviewed Dr. Cooch about what he's doing, and it's just great working with entrepreneurs who are not so much struggling, but have a great value proposition. I get really excited about businesses that need exposure, that are doing such good things. Like Dr. Pooch, he's helping people to eat healthy, live healthy, teaching the children how to do this, teaching the parents. How can you not want to support that? So,
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's my passion, is just finding, great businesses that really, really need visibility, and just helping them to achieve that.
So do you only work with corporate clients, or do you work with personal clients also?
I work
because I know a lot.
I work with solopreneurs and big organizations as well. I work with all size organizations, and I do have a team. It's not just me. I do have a team.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell us about your team.
Well, my team, I have programmers, link builders, SEO technicians. I have a whole team of experts who are able to handle everything from WordPress to Magento to you name it.
Wow, that's powerful right there, because there's definitely one thing with this new economy that we're in, and especially being in digital marketing.
Mm-hmm.
One person is not going to have all the necessary components and everything. So it's so important, like you say, you have that team. And my question for you is this: for a person who's getting into digital marketing, who's want to explode their business, how do a person recognize what their strengths and weaknesses are? And for you, how did you come about to delegate what you did delegate to your team? How did you come about to know what you need to delegate and what you need to keep to do yourself personally?
Well, I think my strength is strategy. And when it comes to execution, that is the part that, even though I can build websites, and, as I'm building my business, I know that I'm going to have such a volume that I'm going to need assistance. And I already have that whole process and infrastructure in place and ready for my clients. Now, a lot of the people that I've been working with for years. I have team members that have worked with me for many, many years, since my Square Biz days. So it's just an exciting time for me. And I think, any business owners who are listening, you really have nothing to lose. I'm giving away, if you tweet me, or even in the live chat, if you put in the hashtag ZTSQ requesting a free 20-minute consultation, you could be the judge yourself of whether or not my knowledge is indeed helpful for you.
And so when it comes to your 20-minute consultations, just so our viewers can be very clear, let's just say we got John Doe, and he's in XYZ network marketing company.
Okay. And
he's on a limited budget, and he comes to you for a consultation. Give me an example. What would you do to help him in the consultation?
Well, for a person who's in network marketing, I would strongly and I'm a Mary Kay lady, so I'm not. This is not something that is unfamiliar territory. I've been using Mary Kay since I was a teenager.
Okay.
So, when it comes to network marketing, I'm very familiar with it. And I would definitely urge anyone who has a network marketing based company to really focus more on the social media marketing aspect and shy away from the .com aspect, because it gets a little, when you deal with the different policies. I know Mary Kay is very strict about how we, communicate about the brand online.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know one thing for me, one thing I learned was, when it comes to network marketing, companies change, but you as a person, you're not going to change. And so one thing I was always taught is always to brand yourself first, because people follow people.
Absolutely.
And people do business with who they know, like, and trust. And one thing, the one downside to network marketing is that When the corporate make decisions, it's not like they bring the distributors in and say, "Hey, what do you guys think here? We're going to do this." They just make decisions, and of course, when they make those decisions and the money gets looking funny, and certain ethical issues come up.
Yeah.
Of course, people have to make decisions if they're going to
Continue or not.
continue or not, and
I've
so
been there, done that too. I was involved in Star Riser. That was a network marketing opportunity for the music end, and I woke up on Thanksgiving Day last year, and Star Riser was bye-bye. So for various reasons. So I definitely understand, when you're in network marketing and corporate makes decisions. That's why it's important too, as you said, brand yourself first, and then go into whatever network marketing opportunity you're pushing. Now again, I have to reemphasize that when it comes to digital marketing for a network marketing business, it's best to stick to social media marketing. Pinterest is excellent. Pinterest has been having a much higher return than Instagram for many people. Instagram's been doing good. I would say, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook, those four would be the ones I would focus my campaign around.
So in your consultation, for individual, would you be able to help them identify which would be the best social network for them to use in their industry?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know specifically, I know Pinterest, I believe it's like an 87% is used by women, if I'm correct.
Yes, it's definitely a women-dominated platform. But LinkedIn has the highest per capita income. So
exactly.
Yeah. So it depends on what your value proposition. Until I know what the product and the service is and your target market, and get to know what your business model is, I really cannot make a recommendation, because one size does not fit all.
You are absolutely correct about that. And definitely, when it comes to social media, there's definitely so many changes that are taking place. Absolutely. And if you're not up on those changes, you could definitely be kicked out, Facebook jail, and everything else.
Well, it's funny you should mention Facebook jail and staying informed and caught up. Now that's what I do every day. Every day I wake up and I have my industry blogs that I read to stay up to date on the latest innovations and things that are being rolled out. Now, I had the opportunity to go to Santa Monica, and I went to the Search Engine Journal's a day of keynotes a couple of weeks ago, and I was able to hear from not only one Google professional, but two. I heard the director of publishing, and also the director of, gosh, I'm forgetting her title. It's product development or developer something. But Molly Ohi, if you watch any of Google's videos, you'll see her. And she spoke and she talked about user experience. She talked about mobile optimization for your digital marketing. And she talked about a whole host of things. And gosh, I forget his name, but he also spoke about user experience and what's the optimal format for your website, for mobile and desktops. And I mean, he talked about a lot of information. I took copious notes, and anytime I go to events like that, I always pass on the knowledge to my clients. Absolutely. And that's what I'm here for, is, you as a business owner, you do not have time to be on these blogs and doing all these things, because it's a lot of change happening, And so let me help you manage the change in the digital marketing area and help pinpoint the strategies that would help you.
Okay, so are you blogging, writing, etc.?
I have been really focused on right now getting my book out, and I have been writing a monthly column in the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce newsletter. So if you're a business owner already a member of the Black Chamber of Commerce in Southern California, you can definitely see my monthly column there that's been running every month. Yeah, but I do plan on rolling out a blog soon before the end of the year on the SEOqueen.net, and also sharing that content via email and my Facebook and Twitter as well. You can follow me on Twitter at ZHE, the SEO Queen, and also on Facebook. There's a link here in the blab to my Facebook page. Please like it if you haven't already. Thank you.
And so, have you written anything about digital marketing?
Yes. I have a blog. It's ladyz.blogspot.com. You can go on there and you can read about what I have to say about keyword research and a few other topics, how search engines work and the like. And I also have a lot of that content on my Facebook page as well.
Oh, that's absolutely powerful right there. So definitely, I want you to share again with the viewers what you're offering as a free gift to them.
Yes, you can claim your free 20-minute consultation where I analyze your business model and your value proposition and how to best present it to your prospects to generate the sales and revenue that you're targeting. All you have to do is comment or tweet me at hashtag ZHETSQ. That's hashtag ZHETSQ.
Yes, that is powerful, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, when it comes to the SEO Queen, she's not only going to give you a free consultation. When you get that free consultation, she's going to look at where your business is at and see exactly where you need to be plugging in your resources, where you need to be putting in your time, and whatever little small changes and little adjustments you need to make. See, she's been there. And I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, when you want to get to the next level, they say it's always best to find a person who's gone there before you. She's already gone there before you. She's already made the mud and the tracks, and she saw some major things she needs to change, and she saw that she needs to rebrand herself. And so with that type of experience, with that type of knowledge, and with 20 plus years experience online, I guarantee you that free consultation is well worth it. So I urge each and every one of you who are watching right now, if you're watching on Blab, if you're watching on michaelmusenow.com, definitely tweet her, reach out to her. You do not want to miss out, because the information she has, it could turn your business around. You can get the email marketing you're looking for. You can actually have an actual game plan and have an actual blueprint that you're working from on a daily basis. Because when you want to be successful, sometimes we look at success and we look at the things people are doing, but what we fail to realize, it took very small steps. It took small steps, and she has a program in place that it could truly put you where you need to be and where you're trying to go and where you're trying to get to next. So I guarantee you, definitely reach out to her right here at the bottom of the screen, the SEO screen. You make sure you like her, reach out to her, and definitely my next question for you is this. Let's talk about the money here, because I know you mentioned the client, and I know we've been talking now, and I know some people are here like, hey, you know what, all this stuff about digital marketing, that sounds cool, but let's talk about the money. I know you mentioned about a client that you worked with, and you helped them, was it reach $500,000?
Yes, in revenue. Yes.
And so my question is, what did you do to help them get to that point? Because that's where people are at right now. What did you do to help them get from where they were at to get to $500,000? And what was the time frame it took for them to get there, and how long did you work with them?
That took about a year. And I use social media on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook, and email marketing, light email marketing, and just following up. Following up is half the battle.
And so, what would you said following up. I've always been told that the fortune is in the follow up.
Yes, absolutely. So this is another thing that makes me unique from other digital marketeers is that I have a lot of sales experience as well, and I have built that company up with my digital marketing and sales expertise, and you know there's no substitute for rolling up your sleeves and getting the job done. You can talk about it till you're blue in the face, but until you execute, you really have to execute and execute to the best of your ability. You have to execute sincerely, consistently, to the best of your ability. And once you're able to execute to the best of your ability, you will see the results. You will absolutely see the results. There is nothing wrong with hard work, and if you're not getting the results that you want from your hard work, then it's time to tweak it a little bit. So yes. I think you should never be discouraged from the hard work, but you really have to make sure that you're not doing busy work. There's a difference between busy work and hard work. You know what I'm talking about, Michael, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you don't want to do things that aren't revenue generating activities.
Exactly. I've always been told that, you spend 10% planning, but you spend 90% in execution,
Absolutely.
And so definitely, I definitely understand you on that. And so for some of our viewers out there, my question is this. When it comes to digital marketing, what are some of the things that you did on a mindset basis to stay motivated and to stay on task to get where you're at? What type of mindset did you have, and what were your influences, and who if you had any coaches, did you have anyone coach you? Who, when it comes to digital marketing, who do you look up to when it comes to digital marketing?
Well, is this a trick question, Michael? I have to say, I had a bad habit of procrastinating, and Mr. Michael Muse definitely helped me to overcome those, that kick the can down the road mentality and to execute now. And, when I, before Michael, I also connected with the pocket mentor, Fraser Hay, out of England. And he's been my secret weapon that's not so secret now for many, many years. Brilliant man. He's in my mastermind group on Facebook. So if you join my mastermind group on Facebook, the SEO Queen Mastermind Marketing Group, you will be able to meet him. He's a treasure trove of information. He's written tons of books. He's been, along with Michael, he's been go Z go all these years. So,
yes, absolutely.
I would point to, outside of my family and outside of reading the word and the wisdom from Proverbs, I would also say my blueprint for business comes straight out of the book of Proverbs as well, is definitely Michael and Fraser. Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Z. I appreciate that. But you know what, Z, I definitely want to thank you because, see, you are the person who who saw where you were at,
mm-hmm.
and that's the one thing that a lot of people who are just getting into business, it's so crucial to have a mentor or a coach. Now, let me explain the difference for people what's the difference between a mentor and a coach. A mentor is someone who you go talk to, you could treat them off to lunch, and they're very seasoned in the industry that you want to be in. They are already accomplished where you want to be at, and they happen to see greatness in you, and they don't mind sharing dropping some nuggets of wisdom on you and answering some questions for you. That's mentoring. Now, coaching, that's when you pay someone, and you're paying them for results. You're paying them to actually give you a blueprint. You're paying them to make sure they hold you accountable. You're paying them so they keep you on task. And so, believe me, and make sure if you get a coach, make sure you get a coach who has actually played the game, because there are a lot of people out here who call themselves a coach and they have not played the game. They have just done some reading and they've learned the lingo and the jargon, but they have not been in the battlefield. And for me, even me, I have even changed, rebranded myself. I used to be the overcomer coach, but see, I am the fear coach now, because see, the overcomer coach, I had to change that because it looked like I was a coach for people who had addictions. And when they saw the overcomer coach, and I'm like, no, that's not what I do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I help anyone who needs help, but I had to rebrand myself. I am the fear coach, because it was the fact that I had to face death, the fear of death, face the fear of being in pain, face the fear of wondering, was I going to be able to walk, face the fear if I was going to be able to live a normal life again. So when it comes to those experiences, and I'm able to bring those experiences and help apply those experiences to other people's lives so they can reach their inner greatness, I guarantee you, I urge each and every one of you who are listening, if you are thought about a coach, it don't have to be me, but definitely look for a coach, for someone who can help you get to that next level. Because when people look at someone like Michael Jordan, when you look at people like Steph Curry, they spend extra money on a separate coach other than a coaching the team to coach them on a form, coach them on a small, intricate details. And guess what? When you want to be successful, you want to be coached on those small, intricate details. You see, it's those small, intricate details is the difference between you achieving what you want to achieve in 2 years versus 8 to 10 years. So I guarantee you that. But Lady Z, the queen of the SEO, what are the goals for the SEO queen?
Well, before December 31st, 2016, it is to get 50 businesses in my company on my digital marketing program, on a customized digital marketing program. And I'm already moving towards that goal. This isn't something that has not been started yet. I'm really excited about the different businesses I'm working with. And it's just a joy and a pleasure. I mean, when you really enjoy what you do, it's not drudgery. It's not, I mean, it's work, but it's not drudgery at all. And you know, digital marketing is something I'm extremely passionate about, very good at, and it's what I do. And I'm also the SEO Queen is releasing a book. If you go to the SEOqueen.net, you can actually see the cover of the book on the site. And then I also have a speaking engagement. If you're in the Los Angeles area, the first weekend in August, I'll be speaking at Nappywood, which is the Los Angeles Natural Hair, and Lifestyle Expo. I'll be talking about digital marketing at that conference as well.
Wow. So you're going to be speaking. So you're going to actually be speaking on digital marketing.
Yes, I actually gave a workshop last year called 99 Ways to Improve Your Sales and Marketing. Absolutely.
That's powerful right there. That's what you call, ladies and gentlemen, that's what you call not just talking about it, but that's making it happen. And that's definitely putting the pedal to the metal and not stopping. And truly, when it came, how did you come up with the SEO queen? Other than you're already beautiful, we already know you carry yourself like royalty. And so how did you come about that branding of that name? I love it.
Well, I have to confess that Frazier and I were talking one day, and we were talking about the fact that I needed to rebrand the SquareBiz SEO services. And he threw that out there. And when he threw it out there, I loved it instantaneously. I was like, that's it. That's it. Yeah, definitely. It was a conversation with Fraser. That's how that came about.
Well, that's absolutely powerful right there. I mean, that's powerful. So you say you got an event coming up next month, right?
The Nappywood conference is the first weekend in August.
Okay, so Nappywood conference is the first weekend in August.
Yes. And then my book is in the last editing phases. I anticipate that coming out about June or July.
Okay, so you need to share with us about this book now. Don't keep any secrets from us. We want to know what's the title, and just give us some little quick snippets of what it's about.
Okay, I want to grab the link real quick. Actually, I'm trying to. Yeah, the title of the book is Search Engine Optimization and Marketing for Small Business. So, yeah, so that's the title. And the cover of the book is on this website, on my website. Let me share that link here in the chat. It's right there, so people can go right to the site. But it's a book that covers on-page optimization, off-page optimization, and it's also like a workbook as well. I have concrete steps that you can take to improve your own digital marketing as you read along.
Okay, great.
Yeah, it's not a theoretical. It's very practical. Very practical.
So my question for you, the SEO queen, where do you see digital marketing going for from here?
I think it's important for business owners to think about mobile devices as a critical part of how people access their business information. It's important to think about your website and your social media channels as a brick and mortar, just as you would do maintenance on a brick and mortar business, just as you would do facelifts, just as you would do cleaning, fine tuning, the same thing with your social media presence and your .coms. Now, when it comes to your website, I think it's important to have the mindset that you're going to be redesigning your website every 6 to 12 months due to a few things. Different coding standards coming out, integrating new features with search engines into your site, whether it's accelerated mobile pages, schema, rich snippets, whatever the case may be. Just getting all of those integrated into your .com is very important, along with your .com being responsive. That means being able to adjust no matter what the screen size is that is accessing your site, whether it's a phone, whether it's a tablet, whether it's a big tablet or a smaller tablet or a cell phone or an iPhone versus an Android. It's very important for your website to render well on Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Safari, iPhones, Androids, the whole 9 yards. So this is something, as a digital marketer, we're experts at this, making sure that your website is mobile friendly, making sure that it loads fast. If you can only do 2 things for your site, I would make sure that it loads lightning fast. And that means not being cheap with the hosting. You have to get really good hosting. And that's something I can always talk with you offline about, determining the best website host provider.
Now, I'm glad you mentioned host. I have a quick question for you.
Okay.
A lot of companies are going from a servers to the actual cloud base. Is the cloud base something you recommend? Is that something that you use?
Yeah, well, I mean, a server is the cloud. I think, when you want to, if you have an e-commerce site, there's no way you should be on GoDaddy using their hosting for e-commerce. Now, another thing that's really important when you talk about hosting is technical support for both the security side of things and also the server speed side of things. Different hosting companies have a different server architecture. Typically, the cheaper the hosting is, that means that you're sharing a server with other businesses as well. This is definitely opens you up to certain risks. And when you go with the cheaper shared server hosting architecture, that opens you up to a lot of unique challenges that can cause your site to go down sporadically. So I definitely highly recommend you to get the highest quality hosting package that you can afford for your business. Absolutely.
Absolutely. So real quick, we're about to get ready to wrap on up here. What are the 2 key points a person who gets a consultation with you, what are 2 key points they can walk away with, and how can you be reached for your services?
The 2 key points that you can walk away from the consultation with is about an assessment of the competition in your niche in terms of your keywords, and also assessing whether or not your hosting is adequate or the right way to go, and also which social media channels you should be focusing on and how, from a high level point of view. So those are,
that is great.
So your hosting, your social media, and identifying your keywords. You know, I really want people to walk away from the consultation really knowing how to break down their revenue goals in terms of their marketing. And that's something that I do well. It's something that I really enjoy doing.
Absolutely. That is fantastic. Well, you definitely share some great nuggets. But you didn't make sure you share again how you can be reached and contact all your email information.
Yeah, you can reach me at my email, which is Z as in Zelda, H as in house, E as in echo, at the SEOqueen.net. You can also reach me at my Facebook page at facebook.com/the SEO Queen. You can reach me at on Facebook groups at facebook.com/group/the SEO Queen. You can tweet me at ZHE the SEO Queen, and I think that's about it for right now.
Well, Zig, you definitely for all our viewers out there that's watching Blab, and especially those that's watching on michaelmusenow.com, the SEO Queen has truly shown that how critical it is to have a roadmap. And if you have a business, you want to get in business, and you want to know how to take digital marketing with your business to the next level, she has truly shown how she knows the ins and outs, and she knows how to make it pop for you now. So I'm trying to tell you, she can make it happen for you. So definitely, you want to reach out to her when it comes to tweeting her. Don't meet her there, beat her there, and definitely get your free consultation, because I guarantee you will walk away from a consultation understanding your industry and understanding your competition, and definitely putting yourself in a position where you can be the person who's owning your niche, where you could be the person who's a thought leader in your industry. And if you want to reach out to me, I am Michael Muse, the Fear Coach, the author of Rise and Burn. Thank you very much for coming out to the Michael Muse Show, because you could be doing anything on a Tuesday night, but you decide to spend time here and learn and get some great nuggets dropped on you tonight by Z, the SEO Queen. I want to thank each and every one of you. You can reach me at michaelmusenow.com, and you can email me at michaelmusenow@gmail.com. I thank you, everyone, and let you know that, hey, fear, overcoming your fear is not an option. So definitely, I'll see you next week, and you have a great day.